Happy day. Happy day, everybody. Welcome to day 9 of the 21 day challenge. Day 9. Yes, we're moving right along here. Moving right along in our challenge of making sure that you log if you've been eating, resting, or sleeping, which resting and sleeping are not the same thing. They can be, but we could talk more about that. And then also, are you moving your body, getting some sunlight, and drinking water? Y'all, I have water today. I told y'all I was going to use this tumbler. Have I shown y'all my tumbler? I'm going to make sure I show it to y'all sometime soon. But anyway, I was interacting with my partner, and he don't even drink that much water. He was sipping. I said, "You don't drink that whole bottle?" Anyway, so happy day, another day for you to pay attention to yourself and to get in the motion of doing that. All right. Really proud of everyone who has been logging. Don't get defeated. You can always go in and put your other entries into the form. Okay, go ahead and put your entries in. Log the day. It doesn't have to, for example, if you didn't do the 7th, then go in and put in the 7th. All right, the form allows you to put in your entries. Okay, make sure you do that, because with your 21 entries, that is how I then take the people who actually did the 21 entries, and then I put them into a drawing to win. All right, they win a visibility package or a solo retreat space. All right, I've shown them to you. The link, you can go to thriveoasis.life, and that's where you can find information about the retreat space. If you want to look at the other prize, and this is in the emails that I sent you as well, you go to yourgoalconcierge.com/TV. All right, yourgoalconcierge.com/TV. Let me see if I have that banner. I do. Here we go. So that's the banner. Oh, nope, that's not. That's not the one. That is for the actual TV show, which I have a TV show called Try on Thriving TV. Here is the link for you to go see the prize. And the prize that you're going to go get is going to be Get Visible. Get Visible. It's 3 months coaching where we're going to make sure that you get visible and walk away with assets, okay, in order to leverage them, okay? So we've talked about the amount of water, the amount of sleep, the amount of movement, all right? Let's talk about the amount of sunlight, all right? So you all know when I say go get sunlight, I'm not saying go out there and tan and bake and, get cancer, okay? I'm definitely not saying that. But I'm saying that you should allow yourself to be seen by the sun every day, okay? Be seen by the sun every day somehow, all right? Now, there is, let's find out, or can you all put in the comments when you see this, what do they say? Going back to what they say, all right? Remember, we were talking about that. sunlight. So I just did a quick search and about sunlight. I got something from the Cleveland Clinic, and they say, guess what? They say, according to this article, you only need 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight. Okay. And it boosts your mood and can help you sleep better. All right. So you see, all these things work in tandem with each other. Getting sunlight helps you to sleep better. It helps you be more energetic. So then you are moving, right? Of course, when you're out in the sun, you should drink water. All right. And then make sure you eat, and all these things tied together for us. 10 to, they say, okay, they say 10 to 30 minutes. All right. So you don't have to be out there all day long, or if you're out for a long time, you need to make sure you are protecting your skin with sunblock, right? You're going to need that if you're going to be out longer than 10 to 30 minutes. Because the whole reason why you get sunlight is for the vitamin D. All right, you need to get the vitamin D in your system. Okay. So that is the reason that we are needing sunlight. But you see now, after I read, it helps with being having energy and sleeping. Yes. So really excited to share that information with you. That's what they say. So you figure out, what is it that you say? What do you say about the amount of sun that you should get? I know that we should be getting something, all right? Now, if and also it matters on how you plan on doing it. I remember this lady who talked about getting sunlight, but she didn't want to go outside, so she said that she would lean up against the window, lean her belly up against the window to get sunlight. Okay, because when you lean your belly, so the quickest way to get exposure to things, according to her, that's what they say, was through your belly. So that's how she was getting her sunlight. She, do what you need to do for yourself. All right. Um, but it's important to think through these things and to really engage with yourself. That's the reason why we're logging, is you can't think through curating a life for yourself if you are not consistent with paying attention to yourself. All right, I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot curate a life for yourself if you have not paid attention to yourself to know what is the right way for you. Okay? So making sure that you log every day, 21 entries. And for those who coming through and watching, you can join the 21-day challenge for August. So I have decided, okay, this is not the link. Let me get the link for you. That I'm going to do the 21-day challenge, the 1st through the 21st, every single month. Yes, it's going to run it back, run it back, run it back. So then people have an opportunity to join in, see what it's like, interact, do this thing, get engaged with themselves, right? Because I feel like sometimes that's the first step for many people, is to be engaged with themselves. Okay. So you have to pay attention to yourself. All right. And it needs to be something that you do every day. Every day. This is about discipline. This is about habits. And these are foundational habits that are important. Extremely important. Why? And I've said this before. It's because we need these foundational parts to allow us to feel or to have allow us to have resource and feel resource, so that when other things show up in our life, we don't feel like it's like you're overwhelmed. If you've had good sleep, if you've eaten, right? If you've gotten drink water, you've gotten sunlight, you've moved your body, guess what? You can be resourceful to think about how you're feeling, your alignment, and to respond from a place of contentment. All right. And you all, we're only here for a couple minutes. Remember to log. And thank you so much for making it to day 9. You all create a thriving rest of your day. Bye.